and Joseph, Michael and all angels, Stella, Joachim and Elizabeth, Elijah, Moses, John the Baptist, Isaac, Sarah, Abraham, Jacob, Joseph, Samuel, David and Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah.
A lot of the people of the time lived in poverty, lived a very simple life in the country. Life was hard.
In a time when people were measured up against their physical strength, their intellect, and where they came from, it seemed he had nothing to offer.
On se moque de lui parce qu'il est petit, dans une époque où la force physique était très importante encore.
Le pauvre, dans sa jeunesse, ayant perdu son père et sa mère très jeune, ayant charrié à un endroit et à un autre.
But as a doorman for the congregation of Holy Cross, Brother Andre Bassett made of his life a miracle, and people experienced healing in their lives because of him.
The way that he treated the sick, there was something that came out of that man that it's something that we cannot explain.
His work was to be with people in their suffering and to be able to help them transform that into an experience of God.
He moved through his suffering to find for people's lives a new meaning. That was the miracle.
Lorsqu'il est mort, c'était certain que c'était un saint.
Salt and Light Television proudly presents a moving documentary on the first male Canadian-born saint and the first saint of the Congregation of Holy Cross, Brother Andre Bassett.
Peter, Paul, Andrew, James, John, and all apostles, Mary Magdalene, Veronica, Barnabas, Matthias.
I'm so honored to be here tonight to make this testament to our Lord, because I'm not so much unlike Dave. I also experienced a healing with Father Tree in front of our St. Joseph about 1.5 years ago, because I had a tumor here in my head that needed to come out, and he prayed for me, and I felt the Holy Spirit. Long story short, tumor comes out, and it's benign, and I ended up with some eye damage on my pituitary gland from the size of the tumor. So now, 1.5 years later, again, Dave and his wife Diane and Ann and another friend Marie, I find myself in Montreal on this retreat. And this is how I'm thinking about it. I find myself on this retreat. All of a sudden, I'm walking up this huge hill, and a huge shrine to St. Joseph, whom I don't always pray to. I don't always pray to St. Joseph. It's almost like I forget. Hi, St. Joseph. Anyway, Father Tree again prayed over me, along with Deacon and along with the people that were there with us. We all prayed every day. And on the 4th day, I still did not realize that a change had happened. Father Tree actually noticed it on the way home on the airplane. I was reading a book that he had given to me on the retreat, and I was reading it without my magnifying glass. And he said, "You read the book with no magnifying glass?" I'm not trying to talk like now. I don't want to talk like Father Tree, but he said, "You read book with no magnifying glass?" And I looked at him, and I started shaking, more so that I'm shaking now? And I said, I am. And now today, just again today, and I'm not questioning this, I was at lunch with a new friend, and I picked the menu up. Now, normally I have my magnifying glass, and I picked the menu up, and I read it, and ordered my lunch, and I just say, praise God. I wasn't even hungry. I mean, I never don't finish my lunch. And I didn't want to finish my lunch. It was amazing. It was just amazing. I feel so blessed to be here and so joyful in my heart. During our time of Mass, and we had Mass every morning in a beautiful private spot, just the six of us, of course, in Jesus Christ. We received the Eucharist, we meditated, and I was so just shaken inside with the Holy Spirit and the love of the Holy Spirit. And although I have spoken many times in large places, I've never spoken in Jesus Christ's home, ever. And so I was a little nervous to do that. On top of my eyesight, I have to say that I have had a change in my heart and a change in my daily exercising with God so big in my picture. It has changed so much for me in just a matter of 3 weeks. What I experienced and who I experienced it with. And I want to thank, everybody tonight for bearing with me to make this testament. I'm so grateful, and I feel
Cornelia, Prisca and Aquila, Timothy and Titus, Linus, Cletus and Clement. Lawrence and Chrysogonus,